Yo, how's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today, I'm going to be doing yet another Arrowverse Elseworlds crossover video for you guys. Today, I'm going to be doing my death predictions, kind of giving my thoughts on who I think could potentially die in this crossover event. But first, remember, if you guys are new, make sure to check out my social media and vlogging channel down in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into this. So first off, though, I do want to thank Infotex again for making me that sick intro. I did give him a bigger shout out in my Gotham Season 1 review, but if you guys didn't watch that video, I just want to let you know the new intro was made by Infotex, the same person who made me the last intro, but thank you, man. Really appreciate that intro. What are your thoughts on the intro? Down in the comments below. I don't know. I think it's pretty sick. But anyway, let's get on into these predictions on who I think is going to die. There's a couple people who I think are pretty likely, and others that I think could die if they really wanted to kill the character off, but they could also have a chance of making it out. So let's get into those characters. First off, I kind of want to go over the villains for this crossover, and Monder, I definitely say, is safe, because obviously, I think they're setting Monitor up to get Anti-Monitor for Crisis on Infinite Earths, maybe the next crossover they do, or the crossover after that, but I definitely think they're setting it up for something bigger. No way they're killing Monitor off. He's honestly probably the least likely character to die after, like, Barry and Oliver, so, yeah. One character, however, I really do think is going to die and is also going to be a major part of this crossover is Dr. Destiny. I think it's probably going to happen towards the end of the crossover, of course, but I really don't see him making it out of this one. I think it's very, very possible he could die, since he is the main villain, and I don't really know why they would keep him after this crossover, so yeah. One character I want to go over briefly is Batwoman. Obviously, I don't think she's going to die. They already announced a TV series for her, but I did come up with a little theory maybe, and I really wouldn't like this theory to happen, but, you know, who knows. They did confirm Batman is actually missing, but if they really wanted to, they could say he died or something, but that would be really stupid, I think, but hey, it's still possible, I'd say. Now, a character I think could potentially die is Jimmy Olsen. I don't know, I just kind of feel like he's, like, stupid, and, like, there's no reason for him to be alive. Like, he doesn't add anything to Supergirl. He's boring, he's dull, and I think that if they want to do the major death, kind of like Martin Stein back in Crisis on Earth X, I think for the major death this crossover, it could potentially be Jimmy. But who knows? I guess leave me your thoughts on that, because that's a pretty bold death prediction since he has been around for a while, but he is in the crossover, so hey. Another character I see dying in this crossover is maybe the 90s Flash, depending. I know I did a prediction a while back that this is Jay Garrick, and it honestly makes perfect sense now that I think about it. Holy shit. Because in the promo, or in the trailer, which I did try to do a breakdown for, but for some reason the audio got fucked up, so sorry about that. But I was going to do this death predictions anyway. But yeah, in the trailer, if you guys remember, 90s Flash, which I said it was Jay Garrick, I speculated that in my crossover, for this crossover predictions. I said maybe it's Jay Garrick, and in the trailer he said, I believe he's talking to Dr. Destiny when they're all in the lineup, when he's with Oliver and Barry and Supergirl. He's like, I'm not going to let you screw up their Earth like you did mine, or something along those lines. And, dude, that could make perfect sense, because Jay Garrick's on Earth 2 or 3. I forget which Earth he's on, but he's on a different Earth from Barry and Oliver. And, holy shit, that could make total sense. And he, like, flip-flopped Jay Garrick's life with, like, a different suit. I don't know. But I'm actually very excited to see what they do with this 90s Flash, because I think it'd be more confusing, to be honest, if they just said, yeah, this is 90s Flash. What if this is just a nod to the 90s Flash and isn't actually 90s Flash? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh yeah, that's the 90s Flash costume because Dr. Destiny did something to Jay Garrick and fucked up his suit. Maybe that's why, but that's a very interesting theory. Let me hear your thoughts on it. And the last character I think could potentially die in this crossover is Black Suit Superman. We know that it's two separate Supermans, so for that, it's pretty interesting. So that makes sense, since I don't think Superman's gonna die. But if it's Black Suit Superman and Superman are two different characters, as we've seen in the set videos and shit, I definitely think it's pretty possible that Black Suit Superman could die, but I don't know. But there you guys go. Those are my death predictions. So really the big one that could die is Jimmy. And then I'd say 90s Flash is pretty likely. So Jay Garrick. If Jay Garrick dies, that'd be a pretty big death if that's the case. But if it's not Jay Garrick and it's actually 90s Flash, then that'd also, I guess, be a big death in some sort of way. And then I think if Batman, they want to do the Batman thing, I think that's kind of unlikely. I think Dr. Destiny's a goner, though, and Black Suit Superman could also die. But if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, guys. Subscribe if you are new. And let me hear your death predictions for this crossover down in the comments below. Yeah, but I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Spoop.